Hello, everybody. It's Mike here. I'm reporting to you from another amazing day at Crufts. You can probably hear it in my voice that I am absolutely exhausted. I've done a lot of talking today, and actually quite a lot of talking to the people who are already in this group, the people who are watching this video. So thank you for everybody that's come and seen me. It's only Friday, so we've got a couple more days to go. But I just wanted to share with you there's a latest update. It's version 5.3.7, and I genuinely think you should get it installed right now because it's got some brilliant new features that I'm just going to load up and show you. So without further ado, here's the Breedera app. So I'm just going to log out to show you this first bit. So if I hit the sign out button, you can see we've got a very familiar sign up screen as we did before. But this time, if you actually hit the get started and you answer the getting started questions, which I'm just going to skip through there now, you can now see that we have added extra options to create an account. Now, it's worth saying at this point that if you're an existing user that's already created an account with your email address, you want to stick with that for the time being. We are looking at a way of unifying it so that you can bring these other options in so that you don't have to remember your password. But for now, this is only applying to new breeders. So if you're just getting started with Breedera, now's the time to take a look because it's so easy to create an account either with Apple or with Google. Now, when you do hit the sign up with email button, you'll see a little change here. So what we're doing is we have simplified this screen. So it's basically just your email address and 2 passwords, and we give you the clues as to what the password needs to be on here. So it should be a super straightforward account creation. But if you want to make it even easier, you can just use the sign up with Google, sign up with Apple flows. Now, if you're signing back into your existing account, which I'm just about to do, we can go to log in there. You see the same options, but for now, if you are logging into your account and you're an existing Breedera user that signed up with email, make sure you use the login with email. We've had a few people report that the app has been signing them out when they weren't expecting to. So we've made sure we've addressed this with this latest update. So we've got that keep me signed in button there at the bottom. So what that does is if I tick and untick that, that will just highlight it there on the screen for you. So you want to keep that ticked, and that should then keep you signed in for much longer than before, because we didn't want people having to remember the passwords and things like that. So I'm just going to sign in now. So I'm just going to come there. Okay, so I'll just sign in and then I'll load it back up. So okay. There we go. Right. So bring this back up. So what happens next is the screen looks very much like the one that you're familiar with. But if I go to the dogs page next and I hit the plus button, what you can see here is that we have improved the look of this screen. So that add new dog button is a lot more visible now than it was. And if you tap the add new dog button, what we've done now is we know that when you add a dog for the first time, you don't necessarily want to add all the details up front. So what was happening before was we had a lot of people on here who just wanted to add the basics things, you know, the name, the breed, the sex of the dog, and any quick notes on whether they're a breeding dog or not. But what's happening is they actually had all of these other options as well with the save button buried at the bottom. So it did feel like quite overwhelming to be putting all this in. So what we've done is we've removed that, and just you've always got the option to add more details now, or of course you can do that later. You can do it any time. So for now, if we just put new dog in here, so new dog, let's go. Okay, and this is going to be a breeding dog, and hit save. Then new dog appears at the top. See how quick that was? That was a few seconds, and you can add the dog. And then if you need to add any details later, you can always just tap their record, which I'll just tap the top one. That enters into the profile, and there's that little pencil icon in the top right hand corner. And if I tap that, then you can see I've got all these other options here. So if I want to go back and add more details later, I can do that. Now, the other thing that we've done is inside the litters. So if I go to a litter page, and let's take this one with 4 puppies in at the bottom there. It's a little bit old now, 2021, but we'll just select that, and you can see that this has brought up the 4 puppies there. And the little add button in the right hand bottom corner, when you tap that, that reveals all of the different things you can add. Of course, you could add a new puppy to that litter, or you could add records to that litter. So if we take weights, for example, and I tap that, what it's done is it's created a way to select all. So as soon as you tap the done button, the weights button, it takes you to this screen, and you can see that all of these dogs are already selected. Now I can deselect them, but by default it selects them all. So this means that you can add records to these puppies all in one go. So when you hit continue, it then takes you to this screen where you just enter the date and the time once, and then you can just add all of the records in one go and hit save. And that's going to save you a lot more time when you're right in the thick of it, right with the litter on the ground. You don't want to be going in and out of all the puppy records. So this way you can do it all at once, and they're already selected. Select all. So there's a couple of new improvements there, and what we are working on next is getting the settings page updated so that you can see what account you are logged into, and then we're going to talk about unifying those login with Google, login with Apple into existing accounts that you've created by email, and that way you don't have to keep remembering your password, and also it's keeps you logged in for a lot longer. So that's a couple of the updates here. It's been absolutely fascinating here at Crufts. I do hope I see a few more of you live and in the flesh, because it really is just great to actually put names to faces, and actually to have that human contact with you guys. So yeah, it's there's a lot of things coming. We are then looking at this dogs page, and we know we want to simplify that. We want to simplify the way that it's filtered, make sure that we're not putting too many dogs in here, and we can categorize them effectively. So there's a lot of exciting things to come, and I just look forward to getting your feedback on this latest edition and anything else that you want us to see on our roadmap. I will leave it there, guys. Thank you very much for watching and keeping up to date with us. And yeah, I will see you soon for another video. Bye for now.